Yeah. Pippa, it's a frisbee. Looks kind of blurry again.
Not at my end.
Oh, good. Okay, because it looks clear on Zoom, but when I look over at YouTube, it doesn't look so good. But hi, Snowball.
Yeah.
You got a frisbee? Snowball, can you say hi? This is Cockatude. Cockatoo's with attitude, and one with a frisbee.
Oh, look, now I can comment as you, Don. That's strange.
Well, they keep changing things. You never know what they're going to run into. What you doing, Snowball?
How can I be just me?
Well, you get to be Chloe Sanctuary official now.
Yeah, let's see if I can be. Now I'm just me. Because they sent me some strange messages just now in the live, and I was like, what? Oh my.
Bob, let's not play with the
But that's strange. Obviously now I can comment as Don, but I cannot longer give a thumb up. Okay, that's YouTube. Hello and welcome everybody.
Hi everybody. Snowball's in here and he's playing with frisbees again. I've been working with him in his bigger cage. He's able to play a little bit in there. So, but apparently Pippa's complaining about it. He doesn't like the frisbee. Pippa, what you doing? Well, what is it? It's a frisbee. Snowball on the frisbee. Rat. Pippa. Pippa. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Pippa. That's right. That's right. Pippa, you're going to have a big picture of Steve Jobs to go flying into soon. Pippa. Hello, Snowball. Hi, sugar. Hi, sugar. Pippa. Pippa.
So we have already some chatters here. We have Lisa Banerjee, who says good afternoon to you and Vlog. Then we have GTH 042 here. We have Sean Mills, who says hello from Ireland. And we have Falconsy. And oh, Michelle Thompson just went in. Hello. Good to see you all.
Good to see you guys. Snowball's playing frisbee again in here. Well, not in here. There you go. He's trying to get me to throw the frisbee. Want me to throw it? Are you going to fight over it? Oh, I can't reach it now, silly.
You look so cute and innocent when he's got his frisbee. He looks like a little kid.
He's going to sit on it now. He's not up in there. Once I get him trained to go up on the perches, he'll start talking and throwing it back. It's a frisbee.
Oh well, Pepper isn't happy.
Pep.
She doesn't approve.
And KK is just kind of back in the box with the frisbee. You throw something different in the room, and then you start getting some reactions. You're doing great. That's how you're doing. Snowball. Pippa. 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 It's okay. Pippa.
Pepper. Oh dear.
Beep, beep, beep. What are you doing? Well, what's going on? Well, what's up?
Maybe it's because the frisbee is yellow. Maybe she thinks it's made out of Triton crest feathers.
Yeah, it could be the color of it, or the fact that Snowball is sitting next to it. She usually does.
Yeah, Snowball, you are supposed to sit quiet next to me. So we have Jocelyn Trickle joining us, and she's saying Cinnamon is home, which is her new
great.
cockatiel, Friendo.
Oh,
And
wonderful.
Caleb Sita Wonderbird joined us, and she says, they are so cute, huh, Papa? You're cute.
Oh, they certainly are.
Yeah. And Erin
Snowball.
McCraw is here. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
So cute.
Where are you, Bob? You snuck out again. What are you doing, Babaloo? Bob, what are you doing? Get out of there. No. Bob. Here we go again. Whenever I get focused on something else, he starts getting into things. What are you doing? Oh, okay. All right. He's just playing with a piece of wood back there. He likes to chew on the legs of the chair, so. What are you doing?
Hey, Amy, it looks like Cosy is behind the chair.
Oh, yeah. I just see it in the
Wanna come
big
over
screen.
with me?
Yeah.
Come here.
Because he is hiding.
Mm,
At least the Cosy Noodle.
yeah. A doppelganger.
Snowball.
Look at him. He's just precious.
Snowball. Hello. Hello. Snowball. 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 Snowball.
That's no ball.
Snowball. Snowball. Hello. Hello.
So Don, some viewers, let's say Lisa B or Al Banerjee is that is from The Simpsons, is looking for a Cecil bird.
He's back there by the curtain.
He's
Shy.
sitting quietly, behaving.
Shy guy.
Yeah. He's yanking on the curtain, but
Now he's pulling at the curtain.
what are you doing, Cecil? Cecil. Cecil. Hey, what are you doing? Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. Hello. Hey, Cecil. Oh, those frisbees have the little ridges on them, and he likes to take his beak and scrape it against it to hear the sound.
That's cute.
Now he's using his foot to do it. Hey, Bob. You gonna be nice to her? You be nice. Good boy. That's my boy. Be nice to the pip. Yeah, sea salt. No. Yes, it's the typical Moluccan mafia there. Preen me, preen me.
Wait, where's the Moluccan Mafia? Back
Was
there.
it
See it?
It's Jasmine.
trying to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
Cecil to bring her?
Yeah, Cecil walked by and she stretched her head down. He's preening her. Well, he was. Now he's scratching his neck.
Cecil's just the Moluccan breathing machine.
Don't look at her that way. That is not a proper way to look at her. You'd be nice. She was up here before you. You wanted to be on the floor.
The Babaloo Bob. No.
There's room for more than one birdie on Dunclap.
Mm.
Bob doesn't think so, but it's true.
Mm. Maybe today he's a
Mhm.
little bit distracted, so he wants to go off the snowball, he wants to go off the pippa, and he wants to build a nest and I don't know, mess up the whole room. So, and he cannot decide, and therefore is doing nothing.
It's just so much to do and not enough time to do it.
You having fun down there, Snowball?
He's so cute. Look at that little guy. It's nice to see him doing stuff in the socialization room because he has a tendency to sit quietly and not move.
Yeah, if he doesn't have a frisbee, he's pretty quiet in any kind of large room. But now that he's playing with them in that, the key was to get him into that bigger cage. I can't believe we got it either. It's just, I couldn't go to Vegas to get it. I had to be gone for 4 hours and take all the cages out of the van. It would have been a nightmare. Just barely get, if something happened, I wouldn't get back to give him medicine and stuff. Fortunately, there were some wonderful people who brought it to me.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Broke out the socket set, took it apart, brought it inside, put it back together. But those cages have a 75-pound dome on them. So, but once he got into it, he started playing a lot more, and now he's playing with his frisbees in there. He prefers to play with them in a big room though, so he's enjoying that.
Yeah, he looks so happy.
He keeps looking at her like, I know what you want, but I'm not sure I want to preen you. Never get anything in return. Sea salt. Sea salt. Seesaw. Wow.
That's right, that's right, that's
Bob,
right.
be nice, Bob. Be nice. There you go.
Hey Pippa, are you gonna get your new Steve soon? When's he arriving?
Yeah. Oh, I think it's one of those where they give you dates. Like it'll probably be here by the stop it. I would say within 5 days, but
Well, Pippa might have a new Steve by the end of the week then.
Oh,
9 times out of 10, those things come out of China. So it depends on whether they're throwing it on a plane or throwing it. Well, not going to be throwing it on a boat, so it's on a plane.
so Lisa Banerjee is asking you, Don, for if it's possible again, probably in fall, doing a live stream outside and let the birds do pumpkin squash.
Oh yeah, we should be able to do that by
What
that
I
time of the
translate
year.
as a pumpkin massacre in Parrot.
Yeah, we could do that for sure. Yeah, today it's going to be a little cooler. It's only going to be 110 high. So
Sheesh, that's
yesterday,
Only.
yeah, yesterday it busted 115,
Mm.
and all the
So
people in
that's-
Pahrump say all the people here in this town say, well, you just got to hope the air conditioner doesn't break down. I have a second air conditioner, but I have to slap it in the window. I've ordered I finally figured out what to do. There's an angle to the roof, so it's kind of hard to figure it out. But I think I'm just going to sew this thing special. But I'm going to hang a drape, a thermal drape there, and then when I need to, I can close that off and turn on the air conditioner, which I'm going to put in the window probably when it cools down next week. Actually, later in the week, it's supposed to be around Wednesday. We'll have a high of 107. That's probably a good day to do it, but a little cooler. I didn't hear what it was in Death Valley yesterday, but I would imagine 125, somewhere in that range.
When it's about in the news, they said it's 56 degrees Celsius. So I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it sounds pretty uncomfortable.
Bob, you just got stuff all over my watch. There we go. 56 degrees Celsius is what in Fahrenheit?
In French.
Not in French. No, you idiot. What is 56 degrees in Celsius in Fahrenheit?
Here's what I found.
No, that's not right. No, it did it in reverse. Well, I'm using my watch, but too much noise. 56 degrees Celsius is what in Fahrenheit?
153.
Thank you. Yeah, it keeps coming up. What is it in French? Sometimes you want to
when I look here, 56 Celsius is 132.8. That's what Google calculates.
Yeah. 133.
Well, the nice thing is you don't have to put anything in the oven. You can just stick it on the top of your vehicle.
And fry an egg on the dashboard.
It already sounds so uncomfortable. I cannot imagine why people go there at this time of the year. You know, I would go there, but maybe just for the scenery or so, but definitely in winter or whenever they say it's kind of cool.
Winter is the best for that, no question. But you could go late fall, early spring too. Early spring is
GTH just admits, I hope Apple does not make a self-driving car. Don't tell that to Pippa. Yeah, no, their Siri is in some degrees not that good when you compare it now to ChatGPT.
No, well, it's never meant to do anything like ChatGPT. It's just supposed to.
No, I hope that they kind of upgraded that, at least if it's not, not like ChatGPT, but that you can better enable things via Siri. So some work procedure, so it's pretty tough to get Siri to do it.
Yeah, I wish I would too. You know, if you say rude things to Siri, it responds with, "I won't respond to that." That's all it ever says, or it'll say
Oh, I
that
haven't
isn't
meant
nice.
that. I meant more like when I'm, you know, want to say, open that app, do this, and kind of that.
Yeah,
Then
I'm just. Well, it comes up with, you know, and around here it's primarily because there's so much noise. It is all the HEPA filters and the birds making. But still, I get mad at it sometimes. I'll ask it to do something simple and it gets it all wrong. And it's not really the fault of Siri because I'm not asking for anything special. It's like this one where it comes up with French. That HEPA filter over there is really blaring. You know, it's loud. So
Shuggy came over because we talked about French, and she just added fries in her head and was like, "Yeah, I'll come over."
I want some French fries. Yeah, silly girl. Hello, Snowball. I think he's in love.
With his frisbee.
He's making the noise by moving his foot over those ridges. Yeah.
It's like I've forsaken women. Now there is only frisbee.
And KK is back there in the box going, I don't know why that guy is so close to me here.
He's not interested in you, KK.
He'll figure it out. He's a smart guy. I did a temporary fix on the window. He's going after the window, so KK is. I have angle iron and steel coming tomorrow. So slotted steel angle iron I'm going to put there to keep him from chewing on it. Right now, I just have a piece of vinyl over it. It's really thick vinyl though. Once they get focused on something like that, you have to find a way to discourage it. He keeps going closer to KK. What are you doing? Oh, he's probably trying to get KK to play with him. But are you trying to get KK to play with you, Snowball? Are you trying to get KK to play? I don't know if he knows how to play frisbee.
Well, it could be a fun thing for you guys to do together. Could be sports frienders.
This is hanging upside down. Yeah, it's funny. The first time I threw a frisbee in his cage, he would looked at it. And now,
is KK hiding in his box?
No, that's where he's been. He's been sitting like that. Now he's watching Snowball though. He's watching.
So in his safe box, he's watching how frisbee playing goes on.
I think he's in there like that because he got taken out early yesterday after I had to get up 5 times to get him off the windowsill where he was trying to eat the molding. So he hasn't even been over there, and I repositioned his box. That's probably a good spot for it. But,
somebody was just imitating you talking, Don.
I get that enough from Bob. Bob
Oh.
does that. He imitates me, little boy. Snowball. What you doing, Snowy? Hi, Snowball. Hi, Snowball. No ball, snowbird. Snowball? Snowbird? Snowball.
That's Snowball.
What? Nobody will play frisbee with you? Well, bring your frisbee over here. He's got to get back into that. He used to bring me or throw me the frisbee. He's not doing that yet. He will, though. He's getting back in frisbee mode. I had 2 or 3 of them in here, but not with this crowd. What, Snowball? What? What's doing? What's doing, Snowball? What's doing? Snowball. Oh, here comes Cecil. Nice, Cecil.
So Jocelyn is telling us about her cockatiel Cinnamon, which is now at home with her. And she's trying to get him to eat some veggies. And he is already stepping up and stepping down from her hand.
Oh, that's good. Cockatiels are wonderful.
Yeah, they are lovely little fellas.
Mm.
Got big attitudes though. In a crowd like this, we did have a cockatiel for a short time. But
Oh, I'm sure a cockatiel could piss salamander about.
yeah, probably a grasshopper could do that. Salamander just what are you doing there, Pippa? Although when I can get him in here, he's doing better, but he's wanting to build nests so bad. I gave him 7 pine cones. That was yesterday, and they were gone in 5 minutes. They were just dust. And then he stares down at whatever he's chewed up, like he wants to bring it up to nest in it. He's got the nesting fever pretty bad. All right, throw it over here. You gonna throw it to me? You gonna toss it over here, Snowball? You gonna toss it over here? No, Snowball.
It's no Snowball with his
Snowball.
frisbee. Not sure about all the other birds.
Right now he's just trying to figure out what to do with the frisbee. I know he wants someone to play with him, but I'm buried under birds right now. So if I step up, Bob will go after. You be nice with Pippa. You be nice to Pippa. It'd be nice. I know you don't. Well, I don't even know what to say, what you think about her, but. Snowball. What are you doing there, Cecil? Huh? Yeah. Bob needs to learn the song Green Sleeves and sing it. It's all about unrequited love. Pippa was all you loved, huh? Oh, now don't whine. No, don't whine. I haven't had any wine yet this morning. Any sugar wine. Sugar wine.
Sugary wine.
Yeah. I don't know how much closer you can get to him. He just moved the frisbee closer to KK. I think he is trying
TTH
to.
is saying that what you just told us about Mander, that this is a classic Mander. Chew something up to the point it falls through the bars and then wonder how to get it back.
Yeah, that's kind of how he is. For some reason, I can't remember the card. We used to call him by a cartoon character's name.
One of the Peanuts.
Yeah, I'm gonna hug you and I'm gonna squeeze you. That cartoon character.
Like a Disney princess. Mandarella. No, not really.
Well, it was because he acted like that character. I cannot remember the character's name. There weren't that many cartoons with him in it. It was a Warner Brothers cartoon, and it was a big hulking figure who I can't even remember. It's like a giant I don't know, like a dog, but I can't remember what it was, but it would always, I'm gonna hug you and squeeze you. It was not the brightest cartoon character in the world. Cute though, which is kind of how he is. He's cute, but not that bright. He's cute. He hugs terribly well too, so that kind of fits. He'll get up and hug you if nobody's bothering him. He will, or he doesn't feel threatened. That's the good one. Yeah, he has to pretty much be alone, not to feel threatened. But Bob, what are you gonna do? Oh, Bob's getting on the floor. Oh boy.
But Bob's on the floor, or no?
Maybe he's going for a piece of wood. That's the best case scenario. Need a lift? All right. Take the escalator.
Yeah, he just wanted to get a toy. Now he can bash you with it. Usually that's Cecil's job, but today he's not doing it, so Bob will do. Bob.
That's a good boy, Bob.
Lisa is saying it's Hugo.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it is Hugo. Yeah. Yeah. He used to sing that song. Oh, let's see. Something about a bumblebee. I caught myself a baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? He used to sing that. Does remind me a lot of Mander.
I just love the little Mander. He's
I
such
do
a
too.
tiny, huge bird.
He is. He is a sweet boy. He's a wonderful, wonderful bird, but he's just afraid of his own shadow. Although, if you make a loud sound, he won't jump. Bob does that. If Bob's trying to creep somewhere, you make a loud sound, he jumps. It's just funny to do that to him.
So you think if I took Babaloo with me in the ghost train of our local folk festival, so Babaloo actually would get a little afraid of what's going on?
Actually, in that situation, he'd just have a good time. It's when he's out and about, he's not afraid when he's out and about. He's just afraid.
Not even in the ghost train.
Yeah, I think he'd have a good time. Yeah.
I don't know whether cockatoos understand the concept of spooky, so they might just think it was really hilarious.
Probably. Usually I find it hilarious too.
He loves being out and about with people, so he doesn't. But
last year, a little kid was jumping out behind a wall and spraying us with water.
I was watching a podcast where the guy he just does like the news he was in Armenia though, and they were having some kind of special day where everybody throws water at everybody else, and he's walking around. He gets somebody dumps water out of a window and completely douses him. He looks at the camera and he says, "I'm only worried about my phone." He was having fun though. He got hit with a water balloon. You know, they're just walking around dousing everybody.
And I think Shuggy would love it too, because there's a booth and they only sell French fries.
Oh yeah, she'd like that.
In all different possible variations. Shuggy.
They get a different topping every day.
GTH is saying just another weird looking human. Yeah, that's probably what they think about zombies and skeletons and what they consider scary.
Yeah, he's gone around at Renaissance fairs. You know, they dress pretty wild there too. And there's battles with swords and that kind of thing. He just loved all that. And,
yeah, I can imagine him enjoying them.
Yeah. Here though, I mean, you don't have to do much. Just have to make a little sound or catch him when he's not. You sneak up on him when he's not aware, because he does that stuff to me all the time. So I just go back to him. and he'll jump, and then he'll turn around and look at me, and then sometimes he'll laugh, but you threw it. I saw you throw it. He threw it. He just tossed it.
So we have a new chatter, Kelsey White, and we have a question for you, Don, by Kelsey.
Okay.
I just read the whole comment. Hope the birds are doing well. We have an umbrella cockatoo that doesn't want to eat occasionally, about once a month, and involuntarily regurgitate when they do. Do you have any suggestions to help?
Yeah, be careful how you're petting them. It sounds like he's getting to he or she. Was it a male or a female?
It just says umbrella cockatoo, not.
Yeah, you can tell a little bit better if you know the sex, but because if it's a male, you probably get.
Yeah.
You're probably getting a squaring. You're getting matey behavior when they regurgitate. They're treating you like a mate. So, it's the behavior that you're doing that's bringing that out, most likely. And they generally won't eat while they're regurgitating. You know, when they regurgitate food for their mates or for their children, they generally don't. You know, they're not in the mood to eat any more than you are when you regurgitate food. So,
although it says in the comments, involuntary regurgitates, but I don't think they can regurgitate involuntarily. That would just be vomiting, which is something different.
Yes. Yeah, that would be different. So I think this, it doesn't sound like vomiting. It sounds like regurgitation. So if I could see a clip of the video when it happened, I could answer that better. But it sounds like they're just getting overstimulated. So
it's a female cockatoo, and they are careful to pet the head only, so they know about the danger of petting the bird below the neck.
Okay.
So that's good.
Sometimes they just do it without any prompting whatsoever. So I will sometimes just look over at Cause and she will vibrate. It doesn't happen very often anymore. She had a deslorelin implant, and ever since that, it's been years, she hasn't done it much, but still once in a while. Lucy will do it too. Lucy will be sitting on my chest. I'll be talking, doing something else. I'll be playing with another bird, and all of a sudden she'll break into mating behavior.
But what's about that the cockatoo doesn't eat?
Well, if they regurgitate, no one feels like eating after they've regurgitated.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, when I'm talking with humans, that's not regurgitation.
But for birds, that's something more common because they regurgitate for their youngs.
Yeah. So usually an hour or two around that, they won't eat. But
I guess if it's happening once a month or so, then it's not something to worry about in terms of nutrition or anything. If it was happening more, then you'd start to worry about once a month. It's probably not.
Yeah, that's true. As long as it doesn't become a habit, everyday habit, so it just happens once in a while, then usually regurgitating, and especially when the regurgitated whatever comes up doesn't look weird or indicates any trouble, then yeah.
Yeah, it's still a good idea.
Just something that can happen when birds are kind of overly stimulated, and that's true. Sometimes they just get stimulated by themselves.
They just get in the mood, don't they?
We remember Lucy just sitting somewhere and starting to vibrate.
Yeah. Always good to get your bird checked out every year, though, and just a blood test at least once every 5 years. But if you've got an avian vet around, I'd get your bird tested. There aren't that many in this country, though. A lot of people are not located where they can get that done. You can check the Avian Veterans Association to see where you can find a vet. Now, you can join that organization without being an avian vet. So just because you see their name listed there doesn't mean they're an avian vet, but it usually means they still see birds and they know more than the average. So it'll tell you whether they're actually an avian vet or if they just happen to see birds. So
Wait, I just got another comment. It's just a regurgitation motion, not actually regurgitating. So the
Yeah,
bird just.
that usually
Yeah.
means it's mating behavior. Yeah.
Mm.
If nothing comes up.
Is there a way to kind of reduce it? Because it looks like to me there are two persons in the chat who seem to care for the bird. So I thought you were talking about in the past about, you know, only offer them food at certain times and things like that to reduce the nesting behavior or get general the mating behavior a bit. But that's only possible when there are two persons. So it can be made certain that the bird always has something to eat.
Well, you can try. And again, that's how you reduce mating behavior. Mainly, I talk about that when it comes to territoriality, where you're getting aggression. But with Lucy, there's nothing to reduce. She only plays with foot toys, and she doesn't do any nesting. So I can't reduce anything there. She's going to start doing behaviors like that. There isn't much I can do except not give her too much attention. So I would say, you know, be careful how much attention you give. If you're going to pet, don't pet for more than 5 minutes. Watch for signs, which with females, it's a little more difficult. With the male, you see the tails start to flare, or they start banging your hand, or rubbing your hand with their beaks. But females, what they'll do is they'll start to hunker down a little bit, and then it's like they'll start to shrink, get a little smaller. They'll lower their bodies and raise their tails a bit, and then they start to vibrate, or they'll start regurgitating. So you can see the signs. If I'm looking at Lucy, I can usually tell when she's about ready to as I said in the Matrix, so it's gonna pop. But if I'm not looking at her and I'm focused on something else, I can't, I won't know. It'll just all of a sudden she'll just start vibrating intensely. Romeo now he gets on my lap and which I finally he'll sit on my hand, and then I'll just be talking to him, and all of a sudden he'll start trying to regurgitate. So and with him I don't even I stop for a second, and then I have to go back because he's been so afraid of coming out of the cage. So
yeah, that's the thing. You don't want to punish them for doing it, but you don't want to encourage it either. So it's kind of a tricky balance.
According to the my training as in ABA, what you want to do is just keep observing it, making notes about when it happens and what you're doing, and then go over the notes until you can find a solution to it. So you try to see what the surrounding signals are, the signals from you, the signals from the environment. Does it happen most in this particular room? Does it happen when the bird is sitting on this perch? Does it happen when she's just come out of the cage? Does it happen after she's been out for a while? Who's been holding her? You keep notes. That's what I do. And I've got a brain that does that. I can't remember yesterday, but I can remember details like that. Where it happened, what time of day, that kind of thing. Sometimes it's a time of day thing too. It's weird. Well, she tends to go off at 4 o'clock, that kind of thing. If you keep notes, you'll eventually kind of figure out the triggers, but there's always triggers for it. Even if I don't see them with Lucy, there's triggers there. Back when I had a 4-camera setup, I would be able to look back at the videos and tell, but now I've just got the one phone, don't have the capital to go and get another phone, that's for sure. So got to hold on to everything to make sure we can pay the mortgage, don't we, kid? She gave up. I was petting her, but she's like, okay, I'm going way over here, ignoring me. When he points the phone around, she figures it out. If I'm pointing the phone around a lot, I don't pet her as much, so she'll go sit by herself.
Then Shuggy is gone. Yeah,
Yeah, she goes
vet
up.
mentioned that the umbrella cockatoo has maybe a gallbladder issue, and they recommended milk thistle, and it seems to be helping. Then the cockatoo eats pellets and veggie mash mostly, but also nutri berries and supreme pellets, sometimes bananas, almond butter, and for a snack once in a while, occasional sunflower seed. That just sounds everything.
Yeah,
All right.
sounds
Yeah.
really good.
Sounds good.
like a nice
Does
setup.
sound good, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I don't think a gallbladder issue would cause regurgitation. So if you're worried on that front, I don't think there's any need to be.
No,
As long as the
and
vet's been seen, then I think you're good.
be careful with the milk thistle though. If you buy it in capsules or you buy it in a container that says milk thistle, the FDA has no control over what they put inside those bottles. And I know that in New York they did a study on it. One of the things I caught was that they found that there was rhubarb in the milk thistle. And this was over-the-counter milk thistle, right? Rhubarb is poisonous and to parrots. So they had something poisonous in the milk thistle. So unless it is FDA approved or it's just plain milk thistle that you're buying, I mean, there's nothing else. It's just the actual milk thistle itself. I would be careful with that. You don't know what's in those bottles and they're not regulated. So anything it has on the label in the United States that says, you know, this is not to cure any disease or it has not been FDA approved, don't use it on your birds. So if you get milk thistle, it's just pure milk thistle, it's nothing else, and it's, you know, in a little baggie or whatever, then fine, you can use that, but don't use the ones that come in a container and they're kind of, you know, that are mixed with other things. Those are not safe.
And it looks like the bird mostly does the regurgitating after long naps or in the morning.
So when it's bright and alert, yeah, just keep more extensive notes. You know, list everything: the environment, who's in the room, who's handling the bird. You can figure it out over time. Sometimes it takes a while to figure it out. And if there's a gallbladder issue, I would find a medical solution from
It's
the
an
vet.
avian formula, milk thistle plus dandelion root. So when the avian, yeah.
Well, it's even worse when you're buying something like that because there is absolutely no regulation on animal products. If it's not something that's veterinary approved, I wouldn't use it. So,
Well, it's from the vet, I think.
well, if the vet's approved it, it's okay then. But
Yeah, I think that's it. The vet suggested it to him, so probably he has some experience with it.
yeah, I don't use anything like that. But I do give them one thing. I give them a little bit of cayenne pepper in their food, but you know, in the wild, these guys eat peppers. That's what parrots do. They eat a lot of peppers. So, and they like their food a little hotter. So I threw it in their mash. Right, Bob? Are you talking to her? You know, that's not necessarily the best thing to do.
Okay, you guys.
I'm not so sure about that look, Bob. No. We're not going to do that. Let's move. You just lost your wood. Sorry. Go get another one. He'll start to turn his head, which is not a good sign from him. When he starts to cock his head from side to side and he's looking at her, then we end up with a problem. So,
With
Bob,
the
go get another piece of
As
wood.
I made a prognosis earlier that we get some Triton trouble, but that works actually pretty well today. I think Babalu
Bob?
and Pip are sitting on Dawn for half an hour, which is great. And Snowball having fun with his frisbee.
Bob, Quit looking at her that way. I don't need this kind of hassle. I'll have to tickle you. I'll have to tickle the Bob. Can I tickle you? Tickle Bob. Tickle Bob. Tickle the Bob. Tickle the Bob. He doesn't know what to think of being tickled. Do you? Do you, big boy? You need to not turn your head that way. I know what that means. Mm-mm. Let me see your eyes. Let me see your. He has such a past. I just want to see your eyes. They're oval. Yeah. Okay. Let's get down on my lap. Come on, get down on my lap. Oval eyes mean aggression, usually. Fear or aggression. So. Now he's got round eyes. Better.
You're a good boy, Bob.
Oh, Baloo, bite me. Why don't you bite me? No. No biting? No biting? You gonna go get a piece of wood, Bob? What are you gonna do? I've coughed. I wasn't trying to scare you. Cockatoo dust.
Look how cute Snowball is. Snowball.
The shoulder bob. This is another one of those times when you say you hear on the internet all the time, oh, don't let them sit on your shoulder. They'll be dominant. They don't have any dominance. Parrots don't have dominance. Chickens do. Parrots don't. So doesn't matter how high they are. When they go up high, it's just what's going on, usually. Or in this case, he's just being friendly to me. Right, Bob? Right, Bob? Yeah. Right. Oh, don't cock your head sideways at her. You know what that means. You learn the triggers, the different things they do and what they mean. If he takes his head and he turns it to the side while he's looking at her, that means he's thinking about jumping and attacking her. So, well, he wants to get her off the chair. He's not really going to hurt her, but she won't know that. You can get down if you want. She won't know that. So she'll think he's going to try to hurt her, and if she gets going, yeah, that's a tough one to stop. Once she gets it in her mind, she's being attacked. He just goes full bore. At a loss to know what you're doing, Bob? What you doing, Bob? What you doing? What you doing? That's what he says to me if I look confused. If I walk in there like, what are they coming in here for? He'll say, what you doing?
There's no Snowball.
Oh, that's what it is. He's being Mr. Chicken. He's afraid to get on the floor with Snowball. Snowball's not going to bother him. Snowball's not going to bother you.
Well, let's be happy Babalu isn't going into this kind of potential trouble. Oh, Bob.
He's going to go down there and get a piece of wood, and then he just got chicken bird. Yeah, Cecil might do something to you. He might try to get you to play frisbee. That's about all he would do right now.
I think
Cecil?
Snowball just looks so adorable down there.
Now, if Bob tried to steal the frisbee, that wouldn't be a good thing on his part, but I think he knows better than that. No, you're not going to go over there and bother her. You're not, Bob. A little past. No. There's that sideways look. See? No.
It's the Babalu Bob.
Can you
Snowball
leave
looks
her
so
alone?
cute with his frisbee. And yeah, he's, as GTH says, torn between playing frisbee and staring at everyone.
Oh, that he's trying to get the attention of me to throw the frisbee. That's what he's doing. So that's the game invitation right there. Let's play frisbee. I usually will have, when I play frisbee with him, I'll bring in like 10 frisbees, so I won't have to keep going. In case he doesn't throw it far enough, I won't have to keep going short to get it. Get up out of the chair and go get it.
And you probably have to carry out KK in his box out of the room. Just kidding.
I can't believe he's still sitting in that box either. That's just, it's not like him. He usually gets out and plays. What's the matter, KK? You okay, big boy?
It's just Snowball. He's a good boy.
Mm-hmm.
So happy with his frisbee.
Bob, do you have a death wish or what? Will you quit looking at her like that? She's being good, but you're being pesky. That doesn't work. No. We're not doing any sharp looks like that. No. I'll put you on the floor. He doesn't know what to do if I put him on the floor. Right now, he's concerned about Snowball. He doesn't know what Snowball's going to do with that frisbee. But he doesn't want to go down there. But I'll put you down there. Super chicken. I will. Yeah. You're cute, but you're a super chicken. That's not going to work. There you go. Coming up the other leg is directly confronting Pippa. Not going to work. No. Cecil, you want to put him in line? Cecil. Cecil. Can you get Bob in line? Will you quit staring at her? She doesn't like that. You've got to quit acting like James Stewart in a Rear Window. No, stop that. You're just a big voyeur. Snowball, bring it over here. I'll throw it. Snowball. Want to play? Look at that crumb. Want to play?
Mm-hmm.
You want to play? You do?
I think he wants to.
You want to bring it over? You want to bring it over? You want to bring the frisbee? You want to play?
Well,
Snowball?
he's not sure with the yellow-crested Triton room monitors.
Right now, he doesn't want to give up the frisbee. That's what he's most concerned about.
Mm.
So if I have more frisbees, it's not so bad because then he can chase one, and then we can play with them. But I can't leave. I would go get a few more frisbees, but if I did, I'd have to leave. Well, I'd have to take Bob with me. Yeah, right now he's more like, I want to play frisbee, but I don't want to give this one up. Yeah, maybe next time we'll do that. He's getting acclimated to having the frisbee in here. It's probably best I don't push it the first day. It's fun to watch him catch him, though. He's good at catching him, and then he takes his head and he tosses his head up and he throws them back to you. It's amazing. He understands the game, don't you, big boy? And Bob, if you keep it, sometimes when I'm in here, all I'm doing is redirecting you constantly, moving your head, moving your body, so you don't get yourself into trouble. Mm-hmm. That's what I do, isn't it? I protect Bob from his own misdeeds. Because once he gets her started and she comes after him, all he does is run away. And then she won't stop. She's like, I'm going to get him. And then you reach in to stop, separate them, and you're the one that gets nailed because she does not have good control about biting when she's in a fighting situation. So she'll come right after me and she'll bite me in the process, which is okay. But then she doesn't feel good about it. And she mopes around for a while, don't you? You don't like it when you bite me, but I can't let you bite Bob, so. So maybe next time, folks, maybe on Wednesday, I'll have him where he can play some frisbee in here. You guys can watch.
That'll be
It
fun.
looks like, yeah, I don't think it'll be a problem. I'll work with him a little tomorrow when I have less birds in here, and then I'll try it with the other ones seem to be okay with it. She's not screaming about the frisbee anymore. Miss Pip. Pippa. No, Bob. I probably should teach Bob that song. Green sleeves was all my life, right? I wonder how many people know that song is humorous. It's about somebody who just doesn't, who loses in his love, his choice of love, and it's just a song. It is a funny song, but it was written a long time ago.
Another question by Coolio. Do you know if an oat vegan yogurt is okay for cockatoos?
Almond yogurt, cashew yogurt, soy yogurt's fine. No milk products.
Yeah, but oat is vegan, right?
Oats should be fine. Sure. I just didn't hear it. I didn't hear oat.
It's a vegan oat yogurt.
Should be fine. They don't have the same bacteria in their stomach. It won't last very long down there, but it won't hurt anything. At least I've been told by
says that Babalu has you right where he wants you to be. So
yeah, he does.
Who's training who? Definitely Bob is training Don.
Yeah, there's always training going both ways when you're working with birds.
I even see it with my budgies. They try hardly to train me, and they obviously win most of the time.
Yeah, that's something too. If you have like the situation you had with your budgie's foot, if you show a bunch of attention to something like that, they'll turn around and use that against you when they want attention too. So and the
fun thing is when one budgie teaches the other budgie what one can do with the human. So when we once had a new budgie, the other one who was longer there taught the other budgie how to get the human to come and run. So he made hilariously loud crying noises, like something has happened noises, and I was running in the bird room, and they were sitting next to each other, and he was like, yeah, look. Human comes running. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, it's funny how they do that. Simone, we had an umbrella female named Simone. She's actually in New Jersey with somebody who really cares for her now. But one of the last birds, I think that was the last bird we rehomed, but she had a blood feather that needed to be pulled one day, and she came up and put her wing out in front of me, and so I immediately checked, and she had a blood feather in that wing. The next time she had a blood feather issue, she had that wing out, but it was actually the other wing that had the problem. But she knew that when she put that wing out, I was going to come running over. So that was her. When something's wrong, she would stick that wing out. So, well, folks, it's time to go. But you can see Bob here. I'm keeping him from killing himself. Yeah, you go after her, you're killing yourself. Go play with the wood.
That's a good boy, Bob.
See, I give Bob the wood and he goes
Yeah.
back to play. If you give it
So
to Cecil,
just as a message, our live streams are every Monday and Wednesday, and we appreciate questions about cockatoos. So that's why we are doing the live streams. It's like having fun talk with our regulars and chatters, but also to answer questions about birds. So you're always welcome.
Yeah, and don't forget our merchandise. We have Amy has put together some amazing stuff. She's got a greeting card that's insane, absolutely wonderful. The birthday card with Cecil on it with one of his balls, but I
And
haven't
the rattle
seen
ball,
anything.
yeah. We already had that topic here in chat today that obviously people want more motifs with Cecil and the rattle ball. Cecil, let's see what we can do.
Yeah, Cecil on top of a birthday cake is pretty amazing. But
yeah, Cecil on top of a birthday cake. I managed to do that, and Cecil.
And if anyone wants to donate to help us keep doing this, go to Chloe's Sanctuary /Patreon or become a member on YouTube. And that way we have a little more money to spend on them. Right, guys? We had to move into this place in Nevada. I say had to. We got lucky. We were able to get this place to move into. But, the place we were at before, we were paying about $500 less. If we hadn't got this place, we would be paying about $2,000 more. So, I mean, we've got more expenses now. So, Chloe Sanctuary /Patreon or become a member on YouTube. That helps. But we will see you guys on Wednesday, and maybe we'll have someone. I think we will, because he seems pretty ready to do it. Have somebody playing frisbee by then. So, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, Amy, and thanks, Eleanor, for your help. Without it, I don't think I could do this. So,
and thanks, Don, for the stream.
Yeah, and the birds for their entertainment.
Yeah, that's Snowball hopping around. We'll see you guys next time.